Alright folks, from the Giant Pickle in South Tucson here, we're ready for title match action of today's JBT event. So we got both divisions at once again. Scratch division here. This is Riley Dempsey on the right, looking for his 9th career JBT title, already going right up the corner. On a very, very demanding lane condition today. We'll tell you more about it in a second. His opponent here is top seed for the first time ever, Tim Crosswhite from Tucson. He's got himself a 210 to shoot at. Both bowlers struck in the first, and Tim's going to open here in the second. We'll see if Riley can avoid the same fate here in the second. If he can spare it up, we'll be off to an early lead. If not, they'll be all tied up. In the handicap division, we have two bowlers looking for their first career JBT titles. It's Alyssa Williams going up against Josh Smith. Alyssa is getting 14 pins of handicap in her match. Hard and straight does convert the 310. That's how you draw it up. Nicely done on the 310 for Riley. First look at Josh here on camera. He's won 2 matches to get to this point. And a little Brooklyn form leaves a 5-pin this time. And our first look on camera at Alyssa Williams, little sister of Akeen Williams. Akeen's got 1 win. Alyssa's trying to match it in the Williams family. Wow, and a Brooklyn 7-pin. That was a little unusual. She'll take the 9, whoever she gets it. She right now has a 10-pin lead. Her spare in the first is held up as the only mark of the match in handicap so far. But Josh changes that by sparing up his 5-pin. An extremely demanding version of the scorpion pattern today. One of the bowlers' suggestion, we don't call it the scorpion, we call it the skunk, because they were tough today, to say the least, as Alyssa misses that 7-pin. In fact, I don't remember the last time that no bowler in the entire field was plus. Nobody in scratch, nobody in handicap, not after 5 games, not after 8 games, even with the bonus pins added in. Nobody got up to plus in the scratch division today, so very, very hard. What makes them hard? If you miss left, the ball goes left. If you miss right, the ball stays right. That's the opposite of easy lanes. Riley's attacking them by going right up the outside corner. That's a little left to target again. Riley's trying to hit the 2-3 board. That was more 4-5 board there. Results coming up high, but leaves himself another makeable spare, and that's part of the trick of it today. It's not just striking, it's just leaving something makeable, because you're not going to strike very often. There's just no way. Crosswhite, the same trouble here. Comes up high and leaves a tougher spare with the double wood there. The 3-6-9 is much tougher than the 3-6 on any condition, let alone this. Without that double wood there, Riley's just going to go hard and straight at the 3-6 and cover it up, hopefully. Exactly like that. Tim can't shoot it like that or else he's going to miss the 9-pin. In order to carry out that 9, you got to risk chopping it off for the 6-pin, so that's the dilemma he faces. If he misses this, he's going to fall 20 pins behind early. You don't want to do that against Riley. And nicely done. That's a bonus spare there. That is not easy at all. Good cover from Crosswhite. And left from Alyssa. That would have been nicer if she got that 10-pin out. Another tricky little cluster for her. Alyssa from Las Cruces, New Mexico, 12 years old. Does some cheerleading and some bowling. Today she's cheering herself on here. The younger bowler in the match is Josh, is 14. And a tricky little baby split for him. I hate the 310. I apparently need to take a lesson from Riley, because the 310 might as well be a 7-10 for me. Oh, nice spare from Alyssa. No, just slides by the 10. That looked like me in league. That's what I do with those stinking things. So 3 opens in 4 frames from Josh, while Alyssa's managed to mark in 2 out of the 4. That gives her a pretty decent early lead with a lot of the match left to go, of course. Riley having a dominant year on tour. He's leading the all-conference points, and if he wasn't, I think he wasn't leading Arizona going into the weekend, but he will now with this minimum 2nd place finish, while Kyle was absent today, bowling with the bigger boys. Here's Crosswhite up in the 4th frame. This will be his highest career finish in JBT, no matter what. Good to see a different face up in the finals today. All that rotation, but if you miss too far right, that ball's not going to come back. That ball got right of the break point that he wanted. Ball sails by, lucky to only not wash out and leave only the 1-2-4. Riley good technician of the game, constantly working with equipment there. A little bit frustrated with his dad being absolutely no help whatsoever. Here he comes. Here's Tim shooting at the 1-2-4. And nice job of the spare for him. You got to know your equipment. You got to be willing to make adjustments when you need it. Riley uses one of those thumb slugs that you can constantly pull out and pull in. And I guess you got to make an adjustment off them too. And he's working on it feverishly over here. Meanwhile, here's Smith up in the 5th frame. And he misses right, but also lucky to not wash out and leaves the 1-2-4. Thanks as always to Dale and the whole crew here at Cactus, one of the most constant hosts of JBT. We've been coming here at least once a year, every year for 15 years. Venerable old center in Tucson. This center hosted the US Open way back in the day, believe it or not. Let's see if Josh can make this 1-2-4, and he does. Riley just about done his ball work off to the side here. No problem. So many times, the younger bowlers especially, something will be wrong with their ball and they'll be, nervous or whatever and won't work on their equipment. And that's a mistake. It's a mistake Riley won't make. You gotta make sure you have just the exact right feel. Especially in a pattern like this, you got enough other things to worry about. Want to not have to worry about getting the ball clean off your hand. That's a better shot. And that's a better result. Extra time more than pays off there as that ball comes off his hand clean, gets it out more towards the 1-2 board, and gets the light hit to carry. With that strike, he builds an early 13-pin lead. Meanwhile, Alyssa is trailing by 8 on this scoreboard, but getting those pins. So, oh, jump! There's a Brooklyn 4. First strike of the match and a first smile of the match from Alyssa. Very nice. Well done. Alyssa rocking the new style JBT shirt. That's paid off for a couple bowlers this weekend. Different ways to attack this brutal scorpion pattern. Riley going way up the outside. Very few other players were trying that today, and so it's probably a relatively fresh area on the lane. He's also using a urethane ball, so he's using a ball that's not going to overreact out there either. So far, I like what I see from him. Can extend his lead to 23 with the strike here. Ah, left again. This time a big break. He goes Brooklyn. Body language tells the story there. Drop the shoulder a little bit. That'll get the ball to go left of target when you're trying to do what he does. It does go left of target, but left enough. Gets the Brooklyn and the big double. Tim from right here from Tucson. He's a senior at Mountain View in Tucson. One of the many products of high school bowling out here in Tucson. They get a really nice whoops. Oh dear. Oh no. Double whammy for Tim right there. Can you get... I'm gonna have to go help him out with that, I think. But you got it, Tim? Well, that's deja vu all over again in the right way for Riley as Tim, delete the whole frame now because it's filled it. Let me come out.
Seriously, stop. Oh my god.
It won't stay. have you seen the new Snickers bars?
Seen the new Snickers
The
bars?
peanut butter.
Is this one of them?
No.
No.
Me and Kayla went to
Well, thanks.
Walmart the other night, and instead of it having the caramel, peanut butter, and they come in like little Reese's squares.
Really?
They're so good.
I'm interested.
Yeah, they're really good.
Do we set it again?
Oh, it already fixed it?
You're texting Grandma Kathy. Times 10.
Just to clarify, even though he was out of...
Am I still gonna? JD, did you get EGs?
Yes, he is.
Is it good? We need to get edit that. I didn't what? You can, but he'll leave it on there.
Well, I mean, like right now. We think I'm going.
No, most of the time possible. But it's not possible. It's still going. Huh? Rolling. Yeah. So like YouTube can only record like 12 minutes and 4 seconds or something like that, or 15 minutes. So if it's over 15 minutes, like if we're in like the 5th frame of whatever he, is it past 15?